Welcome to the Untrapped Podcast, where we're motivated and inspired about success, small business, and personal development. And now, Keith Kalfas.
Yo, I just got a request. Keith, can you make a video talking about how to deal with elderly landscaping customers, elderly people? I'm like, yes. So here's how you deal with elderly customers. First of all, anybody who looks at an elderly person with disrespect or disdain or says because they're moving slow, walking slow, driving slow, that maybe they're anything negative, you're being completely disrespectful in your thoughts and in your mind. And this is very important. You should flip that around and say, you know what? I have respect and honor for this person because they paved the way probably for me to even be here. I have spoken with elderly landscaping customers who I've gone in their homes and they showed me amazing art that they've done in their entire career at like General Motors or company, of how they actually designed some of the cars we're driving right now, like have been heads of huge companies that have been part of industries who have done things or just worked. Like, these are the people that have paved the way for us. And these people should be respected, and they're extremely intelligent. They've been around a lot longer than you and I have. So, and I think sometimes they might even play the elderly thing to their advantage to see how sharp you are.
If you are looking for the greatest software ever to run your business on, go to getjobber.com/Keith. You can create proposals, invoices, collect payments, and track your entire business directly on the Jobber smartphone app. If you want to get a totally free trial of Jobber right now, open your browser, type in getjobber.com/Keith, and after the trial, if you decide to sign up with Keith's link, you'll automatically get 20% off your first 6 months. So what are you waiting for? Go to getjobber.com/Keith.
So, first of all, that's how you deal with elderly people. We're actually, I can't give it away any information. We're doing a property right now for one of my favorite elderly landscaping customers who we come back year after year. And this customer is so smart that she's very, very generous. And I never mistaken her generosity for, let's say, anything to take advantage of. For instance, we did this job, I think it was last year. And we were not only doing the landscape, we were cleaning and gutting things out and cleaning out the gutters and repairing some broken gutter downspouts that were underneath the retaining walls. And I was charging, right, of course. And after we dug up, I found that one of these gutters wasn't broken at all. It was just really clogged really bad, and we were able to clean it out. A buried gutter downspout, so the gutter comes down, goes into an elbow, then goes underneath the ground, and it pops up to like a pop-up vent or a pop-up emitter. Excuse me, it's ate lunch. Okay. And so as soon as I realized that, I went and knocked on her door. I said, you know, Mrs. Jones, it's a fake name. I say, Mrs. Jones, good news. Your bill is going to go down. It's only going to be this much to clean this one gutter because we thought it was broke when we were looking at it together. It's not. Just some of the hardware had popped off, and we just had to repair it, put some screws in where the gutter meets the downspout. And I thought that it was broken. It looked broken. She goes, oh, no, honey. Anything that you see, I want you to charge me for. So charge me the full amount. I said, no. It wasn't even broken. We just repaired it real quick. I already have the tools. I got a toolkit. There's no extra charge. She goes, but you make sure that you charge me for anything. And over, this customer is implying that I should charge her full amount for anything. And I said, ma'am, I really appreciate it, but that's just what it is, right? So as I go back and I'm messing with the gutter, we're putting the bricks back, and we go on to the next thing. I'm thinking in my head, I was like, this amazingly intelligent elderly customer, are they leaving themselves wide open? There's a saying, if you give someone a rope long enough, they'll hang themselves. I felt this feeling as if God was looking at me, like right there, right? And then I also thought about elderly people have adult children. who can be highly protective of them, right? So if they even got wind that you were taking advantage, or even pontificated that you might be, they don't know you, they don't know your heart, they don't know anything about you. So when you do work for an elderly person, not only do you put everything in line items and make it crystal clear what you're doing, and you make sure that your words match what's in writing, right? But you also do all that too, and you also stay in communication, so everything in your consciousness is completely clean. And this also goes the same way if there's an elderly client that's on a fixed income, the opposite. So I just make sure whenever we take care of our elderly clients, it's out of respect. I charge what I would charge any other normal customer. Like, I have to run a business and make a profit. They're a customer, right? Because I have had elderly clients, how can I say this in the most respectful way? Purposely try to take advantage of me and pull out the elderly card. Like, they'll do everything they can to whittle me down and get me down and use negotiation tactics, and I'll get the price down. And then when I finally give them the price, then they'll be like, and can you give me the senior citizens discount? And I've had them all the way to the point where I felt like it was like, I could just tell that they were, what's the right word? Because I'm trying to say, would I do the same thing when I'm older? I don't think I would. But I have had a few elderly customers purposely try to use that to, I don't know if take advantage is the word, but they just want the best discount that they could possibly get, and they're using everything at their disposal to get it. And hey, I appreciate the hustle. And there's times I'm like, you know what? And I'll give you the senior citizen discount, another 10% off. And those have turned out to be some of my greatest customers. But there's been a couple I've been like, sir, listen, I already gave you a discount here and a discount here and a discount here and a discount there. Now you want this discount? And it feels like it just drained all the life force out of my body, and now I feel unfair. So, I don't know, I've acquiesced and I said yes anyways, because I can't tell a senior citizen no, right? There was one senior citizen. This guy outright, I don't even know, he must have been aware, he outright disrespected me several times. And it doesn't matter about the age. Elderly clients should be respected. But this guy tried to whittle me down so low, and then he I don't even know if I can repeat this on the internet.
Looking to maximize your production in the field? Ballard Products has over 300 products that can help you get the most out of your efforts every day. Ballard Products. Whether you are looking to get a better cut, keep your gear on your machine, keep your expensive equipment clean and safe, or just get the most out of your machines, Ballard has you covered. Ballard Products. Jump onto our easy-to-use updated website at ballard-inc.com to get your gear ordered today. Keep grinding. Stay safe. And have a great season. Ballard. Make sure to use the code Keith10 to save 10% on our full line of gear. That's Keith10.
He told me, I gave him a price. It was $1,000 to trim up his property and the ornamental trees and stuff, and that was a good deal. He was telling me about how like 8 years ago he had these certain nationality of guys that was up on a ladder, on the tip of a ladder, risking their lives trimming it for $250 doing this same type of work. And I'm like, I could just tell by the price, these guys probably weren't licensed, they weren't insured, they're doing unsafe practice, risking their lives literally. And I'm like, wait a second, you're trying to get me? You're telling me how some guy was on a ladder, standing on the top ledge of the ladder with nothing to hold on to, with his leg out, way up, trimming some ornamental tree, unsafely for $250 your whole property, and I'm telling you it's $1,000 so I can do it professionally the right way, and you're asking me why I can't do that. Why can't you do that for $250? I had another guy 8 years ago do that, and I'm going back and forth with this customer, and he's also trying to pull all the discounts on me, and I felt this sense of like, whoa, I don't belong here, I got to get out of here. So people are people, and people do what people do. I feel this is an uncomfortable topic. I've gotten myself down a rabbit hole here, folks, and I'm trying to dig myself out of it. Last story. I have these clients. They could be my own grandparents. We have discontinued interior window cleaning. We have a $500 minimum to do any interior window cleaning in my business. We do landscaping and window cleaning. So I've raised the prices. Like, it's just too much liability to go in all these people's homes, right? For all types of various reasons. Like, you could just scratch a $50,000 hardwood floor, and now you're on the hook to fix someone's $50,000 hardwood floor because the ladder had a little grain of sand in it, and scratch the floor. You could drop water down a beautiful white paint polo paint walls, and now they're wanting you to repaint, $6,500 to repaint their whole living room. You could get accused for breaking something. You could break something, right? Dude, anyways. These customers, it's $500 every time we clean the windows. But I don't even want to do it, man. All these mirrors and everything. These people are so sweet. They're in their 90s. Oh, Keith, we love it. They lay it on thick, too, because they know I don't want to do it no more. Every year, you are going to come next year and do it, aren't you? I say, well, well, we don't have anybody else. And our last window cleaner cleaned our windows so long, he unfortunately passed away. You're our guy. Who else would do it if you don't? Oh, please. I say, Jesus. All right, maybe I give myself an out. Maybe. So maybe means yes, right? All right, I'll do your windows again forever. And then every time I go there, and I talk to my wife about this, I go in to clean the windows. And as soon as I'm there and I'm dripping by the sweat of my brow, because I'm going in the house, I'm cleaning the windows. I got my guy he's working on the outside. I'm the one there. All right. Everything meticulous. I lay drop cloths down when I clean all these mirrors to catch any drop. Like, everything is perfect. I lock and close every window, make sure every screen is clean and all the tracks are wiped. Like, dude, meticulous. I put my heart into this. Halfway through that job, every single time when the sun is shining through the window and I see like pictures of Jesus on the walls, I think about how I started this business because with a heart of service is how it got me so many clients. And I think about the times where I got upset and I became more concerned about the transaction and getting in and out and less about the client, because I felt like the clients didn't care about me anymore. So why should I care so much about clients who were going to drop me on my head and fire me over a 10% price raise so I could feed my family? It just became more transactional. And doing stuff like that, especially for elderly people, is what keeps you humble. It keeps your head right. And when I sit at that kitchen table and I have my clipboard and I write up the invoice, they almost cry. They tell me how grateful they are, and they mean it. They tell me, tell your wife that we said hello. Merry Christmas. We are so happy that you come here. And I totally relax and I say, I got to get out of there. But I'm present, and I actually really care about these people, and I would bawl my eyes out if and when I find out if they pass on to the afterlife before me. My elderly clients, I care about and can even say I love more than any of my other clients, because most of them, they see the big picture. And
photo storage is full.
Exactly.
Do not take more photos.
Sorry, that's my, because I said the word picture, and it automatically takes a picture. So, dude, it keeps you humble. So, elderly people are amazing. They're to be respected and honored. That's how you deal with elderly people. If you keep that first in your thoughts, then everything else will fall into place. I have another elderly customer. One last story. She has to hold my arm when we walk around her property so she doesn't fall. And I put my arm out, like with chivalry. My back is straight, and very slowly, one foot in front of the other, when we walk around her gardens to show everything, so she could show me what she wants done on the property.
Jill's office provides friendly, professional receptionists for small business owners just like you. We can help answer your calls, and we can even schedule estimates and jobs for you. Try Jill's office today and get a $25 discount when you say Untrapped. Just go to jillsoffice.com.
Nothing else matters in that moment but the safety of that woman so she doesn't fall. And my whole heart is connected, holding my arm out, right? And when I leave, I feel like a good man. I feel like I love my business. And I feel like this is, God put me here to show these people. I don't want to speak out of the side of my mouth. I want to be, because I really mean it, because this has been a journey for me. Some elderly people think that the young generation is messed up and they don't have any respect anymore, because some of them don't. And so it's our job to, when you're in the parking lot at the grocery store and the people are walking back and forth and the elderly person walks across, you stop far back and you let them walk. And you wait till they've walked all the way across until you let your foot off the brake and, cruise past. You don't rush them. And it should be a high reminder that they're treated with respect. That's how I feel right now. All right. That's how you serve elderly people in your service business.
Hey, I hope you liked the show. And if you like the Untrapped podcast and you get value from it, can you please take a minute and go over to Spotify and leave it a well-worded positive 5-star review? It helps boost the rankings on Spotify so the show can get to more people. Therefore, these messages can get out to more people and inspire more people so then they can go out and start their small businesses and crush it and get to the next level. It's a huge deal. All right, I'll see you in the next show.